What's happening, guys? Safety Liner C2 here. Lots of lots. 3 lots. Let's check them out. Don't forget that if you have something you want to submit for one of my videos, throw it in the video request form in the description below, and it might just be featured, like this one from MS9. We are in Swartz Creek, Michigan, April 2022. Alright, starting us off, we have a C2. You can see that it is a 100th anniversary C2 with the little logo right there. It also has a front wheelchair lift, and it's a shorty. I'm sure you noticed that. Looks like we have LED taillights, and we also have warning light covers. Here's what I assume to be a Vision right next to it, a CE with a kind of a middle wheelchair lift. We'll come back to that in a minute. There's a couple more C2s. Notice that these two have wheelchair lifts in the back. Some more Visions, a whole bunch of C2s, and these last couple C2s on the end are different. Notice that these have the yellow roofs compared to white roofs, black window posts instead of the yellow ones, and they also have a 2-digit numbering system instead of the 4 that we saw on the others. January 2022, we have some more C2s here. Take a look and you'll notice that some of these buses, including this one, these two, as well as this one, all have airfoils on them. I'm not exactly sure why they spec'd that on only a few and not all of them, but they did. Here's a Vision. You can see that it has a green bird, meaning that it is a propane bus. And let's go ahead and talk about this wheelchair lift on here. Okay, so first off, this district seems all over the place. We've seen some lifts all the way in the front, we've seen some all the way in the back, and we've seen some like this, where they're right in the middle. But to me, putting them in the middle of a Type C just isn't something that I see very often. When I think of a middle wheelchair lift, I'm normally thinking that it would be on a Type D. So seeing a Vision with a kind of front wheelchair lift instead of like all the way front, where it's, you know, in front of the windows instead of 2 windows back, it's definitely odd. I don't know, it's just an interesting choice, and I would have thought that this belonged on a Type D. There's a few more C2s, another one of the Visions that we were just talking about, and a CE. October 2013, we can see 4 Thomas FS65s, 4 CEs. Again, one of them has this kind of front-middle wheelchair lift. So here's either a A3 or a TC. I'm putting my money on a TC. This is exactly what I was talking about, though. This is more middle of the bus to me than it 2 windows behind. I mean, you can't put it 2 windows behind, the wheelchair lift 2 windows behind because of the tires right there, but still, this just looks a little more natural to me. There's some more C2s over here, some more FS65s, and a few Minotaurs hiding on the end. Moving along to a lot that I found, real quick lot. We're in Franklin, Nebraska, May 2012. There's 3 buses right here. You can see a little microbird, handy microbird that has a crossing guard on the front. Right next to it is a beautifully spec'd CE that also has the crossing guard on the front, streamer, black post, tinted windows. One of my favorite specs. You can also see that there is understorage on it. And then right next to that is a Bluebird Chevy C60. Notice that it has outward opening doors, which is not a super common feature on Bluebirds of that age. I believe that the jackknife was standard. So to see one that has an actual outward opening door, not something you see too often. I just love the vast differences of this lot. We have 2 completely old buses, and then that new at the time, I assume. What the What are you doing? This is Molly. This is the one that just knocked that over. What'd you do that for? I don't know. Can anyone translate that for me? Alright, and the last lot was submitted by Scotty. This one is the best lot by far in this video. There's a lot of great finds here. We're in July 2013, Marion, Arkansas. Starting us off, there is a Ward Chevy C60. There's a handful of early TCs, including some of them with this ugly little nose front piece. I don't know why they did that. It's awful looking and I hate that. There's 2 All-Americans. There's an A3 down here and an early 90s one, and then a Thomas ER down on the end. Moving to the next row, there's some HDXs, a couple A3 FEs, 2 Visions, 2 EFs, another TC, and then a Bluebird Ford B700. In the garage you can see an HDX. Next to the garage you can see an A3, another HDX, and what I assume to be another A3 with black window posts and tinted windows. Again, one of my favorite specs. There's another Ward Chevy C60, a couple more EFs, a Amtrain or International FE, and then a Amtrain or International RE. Notice that FE also has a full streamer, and we can see on the back of that RE there's an Amtrain logo down there. Checking this row out, some HDXs, EFs, an International FE, a TC2000, and pretty much just the same stuff all the way down. We can see in the back of the lot, this appears to be some sort of Thomas handy. I'm assuming it's a Minotaur, just based on the stuff around it. I'm not exactly sure though. Here's an HDX, tinted windows, black window posts. I'm glad that they ended up doing that on another bus there, and I'm sure that became a normal spec. But the best find in the lot by far is something I wasn't expecting to see in here. This is a 1980s Wayne Lifestar. Look at this thing. I don't think that this particular variant was built for too long, but personally I have always liked this version a lot better than the 90s one. It's unfortunate because we're looking at this lot nearly 10 years later. It's probably long gone by now, but for a lot of the stuff in that lot to still be around in 2013, I'm sure if there was an enthusiast out there that they were really enjoying it. And then one last thing, while we're on the note of that Wayne Lifestar, I want to show you one of my favorite Wayne Lifestars. Now I'm gonna have to do a whole video on this lot eventually because there's a lot of good stuff hidden in here, but we're in Cali taking a look at, well, a Cali spec'd Wayne Lifestar. I don't know, it fits well. I wish there would have been more of these. This is just it's a really nicely spec'd bus. Anyways, I'll wrap it up here. I just wanted to show those off. Don't forget that if you have something you want to submit for any one of my videos, lots of lots, bus stuff for sale, or the picture submission form, throw it in the video request form in the description of any one of my videos, and it might just get featured. So with that, that'll do it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure that you subscribe right down here. It's a magical red button that says you are now subscribed to Safety Liner C2. Make sure you comment up here, down here, over here, or over here. I don't know where they put it, I don't care where they put it. Make sure you also give this video a thumbs up, or we're not going to find any more interesting lots ever. And make sure you also share this video with a friend, show it to your mom, show it to your dad, show it to a guy on a random street. I don't care, don't let anything happen to you. So yeah guys, that's going to do it for this video, and thanks for watching.